Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be sharing, once again, how to import your podcast into PodcastDb. We're going to show this for an example for a customer. He's the author of The American Storm, Joe Bastardi. And he's been having different difficulties in terms of signing in and signing up. And then knowing how to import. So I just wanted to simplify this, show everyone kind of how it works. It's pretty easy. It's pretty quick. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to log in or create an account with PodcastDB. You want to come in here and you can either create a new podcast or you can import a podcast, right? So we're going to select import podcast, and all you have to do is go to your RSS feed. So let's just import your podcast RSS feed. All you have to do is go to your RSS feed, which is what it look like something like this. Copy the URL. Come into here, paste it, and import podcasts. Now what this is going to do is it's automatically going to take all those episodes that you have with another hosting provider and upload them into PodcastDB. I'll select Open Podcasts, and then what you'll see here is that all the episode names will be on the left-hand side. The duration of each episode would be here, and you can see that the actual episodes are being processed, and then the publishing status will be available as well. Now, of course, all of these have already been published, so you're going to get all of these should say published within the status. This is just transferring all of your data, all of your current podcasts to PodcastDB, so you guys have it all in one place. So after a few minutes, it should be completed. All of your episodes should be processed and marked as completed, and then you'll see the status as it currently is. So if it was published, which of course we're getting them from your RSS feed, they're going to be published. They're going to appear here as published. From here, there's not much else to do. Your episodes are now in PodcastDB, completely free. You can create a new episode anytime you want just by clicking on this button, just going through the process of creating it. Back to settings, when you import your podcast, all of your information will automatically be up here. All right, the podcast title, the description that you have for it, the artwork, any other details. Some of the things you can do with PodcastDB that you won't be able to do with other providers is you do have geo-blocking, so you can apply restrictions to your podcast, whether you want to allow it in certain countries or only play it in certain countries. We also have Podcast 2.0, and we have an integration from YouTube to podcast. So if you're looking to transfer, if you're a YouTube podcaster and you're looking to get into the audio and Spotify and Apple and whatnot, you can transfer your YouTube podcast into PodcastDB. It's really simple. Just use this integration. Enter your URL and start the import for it. You also have access to analytics and your distribution, of course. So your distribution is going to go to all major audio sources as well as all the smaller ones. But all you have to do is essentially submit your podcast to Apple, Spotify, and Amazon, and we'll take care of the rest for you guys. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.